Jeff and Jeremy. It's like a radiogasm.
I said, hey, babe, check it out on the podcast.
Apple Podcast, Google Podcast,
and Spotify.
All this is going viral.
Maybe because it's on my mind or something, but this music couldn't be any more perfect for a question I have for you. Good morning, it's Jeff and Jeremy.
Good morning. Hi.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Hola!
If you want to subscribe to the podcast.
How do they say? I'm gonna learn how to say hello in other languages. Go ahead.
Can you say hello in Turkey?
I'll work on it. No. I thought you meant like, does the country of Turkey, what language do they speak?
Turkish.
Turkish, yeah, right? I thought that's what you're talking about.
No. Yesterday, there was a patch of turkeys on the side of the freeway. 9, 10 turkeys.
North County turkeys?
Base of the grade.
Oh, stupid turkeys. Slow turkeys, never good.
And one of them, their tail feathers were way out, like you see on a picture.
Yeah.
But the other turkeys were just like dancing around this other turkey. And
I think that was the male, and I think that's how they strut, like kind of show off.
That's what it means? My kids were asking me what it means, and I was like, I don't know. I have no idea.
That's what peacocks do. Are they related, peacocks and turkeys?
I don't know. This looked like a peacock, though. It was so big. I was like, what is going on? I thought
maybe it is.
I thought it was a peacock sandwiched between a bunch of turkeys.
I've seen tom turkeys do this. Toms are the males. And I'm guessing Jane is the female, but I don't know.
No, isn't it Teresa?
Or Terry?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's a transgender turkey.
I mean, Tom.
Terry.
Binary turkey.
Oh, God. I didn't know I could be so funny this early. I love these turkeys when I go to Lopez, and you just cruise around Lopez in the spring and summer. They are everywhere, Jeff. I mean, they're there all the way through the fall. And, I mean, it's like I've never lived anywhere where there's so many wild turkeys in my life. And it's like, you watch any hunting channel, Outdoor Network or Pursuit or any of these, and it's like half the programming is hunting turkeys. But I've never heard that much about it around here.
It's called strutting. Instinctive innate behavior. It's used to describe the courtship display of the wild turkey.
Is that like a mating thing? It is getting to be that time, spring time, baby.
I mean, it's funny because this must have been like I don't know, what's a reference I could say, ladies, that would get, what's the consensus guy that all ladies like? What is it? Like one of those Ryan guys? Ryan Gosling. This must have been the Ryan Gosling of turkeys, because there was like eight females around this one male that was fanning out his feathers, and they're all dancing and stuff. And I was like,
he's the Ryan Gosling of turkeys.
And my kids go, what are those peacocks doing over there? Because they're like, well, I don't know that that's what we eat on Thanksgiving. And I was like, there's not peacocks or turkeys, and I have no idea what they're doing.
I don't know. This was a while back, but since you brought up Ryan Gosling. My wife finds him very attractive, I found out. I thought she always had a thing for Matthew McConaughey. She's like, no, Ryan Gosling. I'm like, God, I look nothing. Look at me. I look nothing like Ryan Gosling. I could never look like Ryan Gosling. I could work out, lose weight, be in the best shape of my life, and I'll never look like that apparently very handsome man. So then I thought, boy, everybody I look at now that looks like Ryan Gosling, keeping my wife away from him.
Yeah, good idea. It's a great idea.
I don't know why that made me uncomfortable.
I think you're pretty secure.
I have a cousin that kind of looks like Ryan Gosling.
You have a very strong
and she really
foundation.
likes talking to him. She texts him sometimes.
What?
He's married.
Your cousin looks like Ryan Gosling?
Kind of looks like Ryan Gosling a little bit.
And she's
more than I do.
And she's a she?
No.
Oh. It's a he.
Oh, okay.
It's a he. That would have been funny if you had a cousin that was a girl that looked like Ryan Gosling.
Why would that be funny? That would be horrible.
And your wife struck up a really good relationship with her.
Well, I do have a cousin, and it's a she, and my wife and her are best friends, but she doesn't look like Ryan Gosling.
If she looked like Ryan Gosling, that'd be hilarious. That would be funny stuff.
Let's see here.
Fanning those tail feathers.
Lots to get to today. Don't forget we're online. Jeff and Jeremy in the morning is how you follow the podcast. That pops right in every day to subscribe. And give us some stars, man. Give us all the stars if you can help it.
5.
That would be great.
No, we want 5.
We want 5. We're begging for them.
Don't give us 2.
We're begging for them,
If you
by
give
the
us
way.
2, then it's not good. If you hate us, give us 2, I guess. And then you'll keep us down in the doldrums of the podcast rankings.
Oh, my God. We got a great dumbass coming up. We're calling it a twofer. A twofer Tuesday. Stick around. That's on the way. Jeff and Jeremy on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Also to follow us, kzoz.com to stream us live.
Whoa! Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Online to get us at kzoz.com, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Jeff and Jeremy. You know you can text the program anytime. 805-BEER text lines are at 805-543-3693. 805-BEER reminding you to live the 805 lifestyle. You can do it virtually. Go to 805beer.com.
So I've not heard this narrative during Hero Talk over the past year of all these people that are clamoring to attach their profession to the label hero. Grocery store workers and nurses jump off the page. For me, at least, because that's the ones I feel like that have been talked about the most. But what about the delivery drivers?
You mean the ones that are peeing on people's groceries?
Not those ones. Those are anti-heroes. No, I'm talking about the UPS drivers, the ones that are great. Chad Turns is a UPS driver, and he's the only UPS driver in this town of about 800 people in Pennsylvania. It's a rural town. And because the pandemic, they've all stayed inside, and he's the one running point. He's the one running the packages to all 800 residents. See, I like, I will be your hero, baby.
Oh, Enrique?
Yeah. I will take your pain away. Is this Mariah?
Great song.
See,
Is it giving you goosebumps?
I'm more Enrique.
Is it giving you goosebumps? It's giving me goosebumps. Look how hot she was back then. Sorry, we're talking about you
Did
heroes.
Nickelback do a hero song too?
Yeah, they did.
What's Nickelback's? Look up Nickelback's hero song.
So tell us more. I'll do that. Tell us more about the driver.
So Chad Turns, he's been working long hours during the pandemic, but he still makes it a point to make a personal connection with his customers because the whole town knows each other, right? So he leaves dog treats for their dogs when he makes the deliveries. Well, last week, he was summoned for an on-demand delivery pickup at a firehouse. And when he showed up, he was greeted by a group of cheering residents with balloons, thank you cards, gifts.
Oh, that's so nice.
And $1,000 that the community raised for him for all the extra work that he's been putting in. He said it was very overwhelming, and the idea that they even thought of him to do anything to go above and beyond, was truly amazing. And he did it, Jeremy. He did the Jeremy. He did the Jeremy.
What's the Jeremy?
He cried.
Oh, well, there's nothing wrong
Would
with
you cry if the residents of the Central Coast turned out for you in the parking lot? Let's say it's back behind us.
Oh, I'd cry, yeah.
And they said, Jeremy, we love all the work that you've been doing. Keep talking about fishing. And they clapped their hands and they gave you $1,000 check.
Yeah, I would cry. I would definitely cry. I'm a big crybaby. I don't know what it is.
You wouldn't think that was in the least bit weird? I would think that was weird. I'd be like, okay, whatever. Weirdos.
If somebody took time out of their day to do something nice for me, I would cry. Is this bringing back some memories?
Is this from a soundtrack to like a superhero song?
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man soundtrack.
I know we played this.
Who was the genius soundtrack maker that was like, get us Nickelback? They're the hottest thing right now.
They were the hottest thing back then. This is 2007. This was, they might have been on about the way on their down. We were playing them full throttle back then. Here it comes. Put your fists together, throw them in the air.
You know, yesterday was International Women's Day. We tried our hardest to play as many songs as we could from women in rock, which we learned quickly yesterday that there's not that many women in rock. What are we going to do when it's International Heroes Day and we have to celebrate all the people like the UPS drivers and the
There's so many songs
and the
about
nurses.
heroes. There are so many songs about heroes.
There's the Mariah Carey.
There's way more than you think.
Nickelback,
Enrique Iglesias.
And Enrique Iglesias. That's it. That's all I could think of.
No, there's even more. Hold on. Hero songs. Hold on. Watch this. Hero songs.
Are we going to do a full day to heroes?
We can do a full morning. David Bowie does a song called Heroes.
That's right. Yeah.
My Hero by the Foo
probably
Fighters.
The best one.
Yes. We have Sammy Hagar, Remember the Heroes. Pink Floyd, The Hero Returns.
What about
Metallica, Hero for a Day.
What about the Jukebox Hero?
Thank you, Shane, for writing that in. The Jukebox Hero is in there from Foreigner, Green Day, Working Class Hero.
What about Kryptonite from Three Doors Down?
Three Doors Down?
I mean, it's about Superman, right?
Nah, I don't know if that counts.
What do you mean? How does that not count?
Wind Beneath My Wings.
Superman.
Then we have to play
it's about the
we have to play Bette Midler.
The main Superman, okay?
Then Bette Midler, Wind Beneath My Wings. That's about a hero. The Superman song from Five for Fighting. We definitely have to play that if we play Three Doors
that's true.
Down.
If we play Kryptonite, we got to play Superman.
Willie Nelson, My Heroes Have Always, and it ran out. Been Cowboys. Anyways, there's so many hero
What about
songs.
Waiting for Superman from Daughtry?
Here's the thing. Yes. If that day ever comes and it's National Hero Day, and there it should be.
What about Believe It or Not from Joey Scarborough?
Oh, believe it or not, I'm walking on
Real
air.
American Hero, right?
Love that.
I mean, come on.
I'll sing it for you. We don't even need to find that one.
Working
I've got it
Class
right-
Hero?
I've got it right here.
How come we're not spinning Working Class Hero from Green Day like ad nauseum right now?
Is that's their new one?
That's a consultant miss. Hey, you missed out, buddy, on that one.
No, that's not new. That's
no,
old.
it's like from 2007.
Yeah. I know Green Day just dropped a new
Hey, you
album.
missed the boat, consultant, on that one. You guys should be playing songs about heroes. 'Cause that's what society's all about now.
What's the best song about heroes?
Grocery stores, nurses, and UPS drivers. That's what it's all about.
Hero songs. Here's the top 20 songs about heroes. Well, these are about superheroes.
That's fine. They're all heroes, right?
Enrique Iglesias, again, is number one on this list. Alessio, I don't know who that is. Pharrell. David Bowie. Foo Fighters. Mariah Carey. Could we break format? The Chainsmokers and Coldplay do a song about heroes. Boys Like Girls. Okay, this is where it's getting to get a little weird.
Why?
Justin Bieber.
Boys do like
Drake. Chance the Rapper, Kanye West, Eminem. All right. You get the point. Why did we start talking about heroes again?
UPS driver, Pennsylvania.
Oh, nice
Got
job.
$1,000 for
Well,
being
we
a
got
hero.
UPS across the street. Can we give them a round of applause? UPS across the street from us. We're right by UPS. You guys are heroes.
I got to go back to about 14 years ago when we said, "Hey, quit taking all our parking spots in our parking lot," and you guys listened, and we appreciate you for that.
We should have let them have them, Jeff. They're heroes.
Wake up.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
New survey says that most young adults cannot drive their vehicle unless this is happening. They just can't do it. They need this to be able to drive their vehicle.
What was the percentage?
The percentage? It says most young adults. 97%.
Whoa, that's a big
No,
percentage.
65%. Sorry, 97% are getting very specific. 65% of young adults said they just can't drive unless this is happening at the same time.
I know what it is. I'm not going to ruin it for you, though.
It's not podcasts.
No.
It's not listening to podcasts.
No.
Or,
I
listening to this show,
Uh,
which we need to start.
well, if 97% of people were listening to this show, we'd be a lot richer than we are.
Would we, though? Nobody cares.
Does somebody want to be labeled a hero? Do you want to be labeled a hero, Jeremy?
No, I told you. I do, but not this way. This is not it.
No. 97% of Americans could not drive without us. We would be fine on the money front.
I've always hoped to relieve people's stress a little bit. We used to do an afternoon show, and one day somebody called in and said, "You know what? I had a terrible day at work, fought with my wife this morning, I'm stuck in traffic, and I'm listening to you guys, and I got to tell you, it's been a great escape."
This is Jeremy lobbying for a better time slot is what he's doing right now.
And I thought, oh, that's what I want to do with this. I have fun doing this, but man, if we could actually change somebody's day and give them an escape, that's pretty great. And that's
What
always
about
been
those that had
that's
a crappy,
always been the goal.
What
is
about
to
ones that have
entertain
had a
and
crappy night of sleep?
Yeah, you didn't sleep well. You're on your way to work. You know you have to deal with your butthead boss, and maybe something you hear here distracts you for a little bit, and you get a smile on your face.
Hero.
That's what we're looking for.
Hero status, Jeremy.
Yeah. Radio heroes. Most young adults say they cannot drive without this.
Is it using navigation?
It's not navigation.
Oh, because I say that because my wife, we're coming back from the Fresno Zoo the other day. She punches in the address on the navigation to our house. I know how we get there. Like the minute you leave.
You just drove there. You can get back, can't you?
Fresno, it was 6. We have 6 turns. 6 turns to get back to our house. It's not that hard. Like, why do you have this navigation? Because it's annoying because the voice, the voice is always like, get over in the right lane, all that stuff. And you're like, gosh, shut up. I know how to get there, Like, I can't stand this navigation. Like, I like to be able to know where I'm going. I really fear for future generations. You say this is not it, but man, in their ability to be able to remember getting to a place.
Can you remember what it was like before we had navigation on our phones? We could just tell them where we're going, and they would tell us how to get there. We had to get maps out. We had to look at stuff.
You had to ask people for directions.
Talk about
how do
distracted
I get to your place?
driving.
How do I get to your place?
People. I remember my dad looking at maps, driving the car, yelling at my mom because she couldn't find it on the. Give it to me! I'm driving. He's driving with his legs. He's flipping. I'm going, jeez.
Yeah.
How I'm here, I don't know.
Maps are not that detailed.
We didn't have distracted driving in the 80s.
I got an atlas for my birthday, and I love looking at atlases, but I don't use it for directions. I just like looking at atlases to see where things are.
75% of people consider themselves better than most drivers. I mean, right? We all have an.
What is it that they can't get by without?
Music.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, they will stay in the car listening to a song even after they got home or to their destination to let the song finish out.
I used to do that. I
don't care about music that much.
Well,
for me,
music's on demand right now, right?
It used to be talk radio.
Yes.
So, it really takes your mind off things. And now it's podcasts too. I mean, I'm listening to podcasts.
Yeah, a podcast you could jump out of your car and then turn it back on in the house and all that,
Your own backyard. I listen to
my backyard?
No,
I don't listen to
the
podcasts.
podcast. Your own backyard.
Oh, we got to be more specific.
Elizabeth, right? Is it Elizabeth Smart? Right. I listened to that whole series.
I don't know that it is.
Oh, it's
Kristen. It's
Kristen Smart. Sorry, Elizabeth Smart. Was
there
the
were
other
two
one.
Smarts that were abducted, so it makes it very hard.
To be fair, I haven't listened to the podcast in over a year, but
must be a great podcast.
It really was. And I asked the guy to be on. I said, "Hey, we'd like to talk to you sometime." And no, he never got back to us. I went through his website and emailed him, and that's when I realized we're really not a big deal.
Well, it's not that. It's just he's got to protect his brand. I understand it. I mean, if he said, "Hey,"
no, we would be promoting the podcast. But I wanted to ask him questions about stuff. There's so many unanswered questions when you listen to that podcast that I thought would be fun to ask him. But
like, where did you get the sound of leaves rustling when you're walking under through the woods?
Well, I know where he got that.
You do? I don't.
Well, he's a music producer. He probably got sound effects, or he went out and created his own. But no, that's not
Nat sound. It's all about the Nat sound.
So, but I listen to that on road trips. That's the best time to listen to podcasts.
Yeah, but it's not.
So you're not interrupted.
You're done with it, right? I mean, there's nothing. I mean, every once in a while when
I think there's a new one I haven't listened to.
That guy gets
because
arrested.
I haven't been on. Yeah, I haven't been on a road trip in a while. But when I go see my parents, 6 hours and some change, 6 hours. I mean, it's the best time to listen to podcasts because it's like I'm such a binge watcher. I'll watch a series.
Yeah, no.
And I have to watch it all day until I can't watch anymore and I'm falling asleep on the couch.
You do it when you go over there with your wife. Do you listen to the podcast?
Yeah, she was with me.
You know what's funny is we never, and maybe because it's kids, we never listen to music in the car unless the kids want to listen to the music in the car. And we definitely, the only time I ever listen to podcasts is by myself or when I'm with the kids and they're preoccupied and they don't want to talk to me. Then I'll turn on a podcast. But if there's other people in the car, I think it's kind of a rude thing. Like my wife and I, we never have music on in the car. We're always talking because it's our time to catch up and talk because we're, different directions all day long. during the week, and
Your wife's a talker, too.
she can talk. She can talk.
I mean, I'm sure out of the two of you, she brings up most of the topics.
Yeah. Yes.
Because you're more like my wife, where I have to kind of pull stuff out of her sometimes, unless she's on a roll, and then
She is
I
my
can't
hero.
shut her up.
She is my hero.
Yeah, she is. You should have told her yesterday during International Women's Day, but you didn't.
Oh,
you?
I did. I said, you know what? You are
I text my wife.
such an international woman.
I didn't call her my hero, but I said, you are my inspiration, and you were the backbone of this family.
Do you say that she was the wind beneath your wings?
No, I didn't.
And then play that song
No.
when you got in the car.
No, because she knows that was played at my dad's funeral, and that would have been weird.
Ooh.
So, anyways,
Sorry
but
for bringing
let
that
me
up.
say something to you young people, because I'm 45 and I can do that now. There was a day and a time where we didn't listen to anything when we drove. And some of the best thinking gets done, I think, when you're in a car by yourself and there's silence.
Oh, I don't know.
I have a buddy who refuses to listen to music or anything because that's when he can think. Because he's so busy and people are always on him. But when he's in his car and he's driving somewhere, he can think. And some of the best thinking I've ever done has been besides the shower, but it's too short, is driving the car.
Shower is definitely my thinking time.
But you can't stay in there too long. You got to get, it's usually in the morning. You got to get going. The other people need to shower. So
Nighttime shower.
try it. Just
It's great for
try
thinking.
not having the radio on.
My wife does.
We work in radio. We depend on you listening. But, maybe when we're not on the weekends. And just try driving around with nothing on and see what happens.
You said my wife's a talker. I kid you not. You talk about these thinking times. She has these thoughts while she's taking a shower, and she takes the longest showers known to man. And she's like, come in here and talk to me while I'm in the shower.
Wow. She loves to talk to you. You know what? My wife has never done that. And if she ever did,
Oh, she does it all the time.
I would be so taken back by it and flattered, I would probably start crying.
If I go like a month without talking to her when she's in the shower, she's like, remember when you used to love me and you used to talk to me in the shower? Like we have kids running around the house chasing each other with.
Remember when you used to love me and invite me in the shower? And then she'd be like, oh, you're gross. Get out of here. Never mind. And then you can go on to...
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm going to go watch, make sure the kids aren't killing each other.